Hi, my name is Andrew. Thank you for visiting my YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to take a look at Hong Kong funds, key investor contacts, and fundraising targets. And if you're looking to raise capital in Hong Kong, this is a great resource for you to start with. This database provides direct insight into 2022 to 2024 Hong Kong funds and fund managers actively raising and deploying capital, giving deal makers a clear path to the right investors at the right time. To be clear, this is the who's who of Hong Kong capital and fundraising. The ultimate institutional investor database, and introducing a rare database of institutional grade investors sourced from my exclusive database of over 400,000 global capital professionals. So for the first time ever, this powerful resource is available to help you access capital like never before. You're going to see the spreadsheets coming up in a bit, but this is a master database of 3 very large institutional grade databases that I've combined, filtered, and it's been recently updated. So if you're looking to raise capital, this is a really good option for you to use. So why this Hong Kong fund investor database is essential? Well, this is the who's who of Hong Kong capital and fundraising. It includes 195 leading funds. Now this is from 2022 to 2024. Comprehensive coverage of the Hong Kong private equity and venture capital ecosystem, giving you direct visibility into the most active capital sources. It includes 7,200 key fundraising professionals, so that's direct access to highly influential decision makers driving capital allocation across multiple sectors. 5,600 emails, so you're going to reach the right people faster with direct, actionable contact information you won't find in the public domain. And Strategic Advantage, a powerful alternative to costly subscription services charging tens of thousands annually, delivering the same level of access at the fraction of the cost. So that's really the crux of the whole database that I've collected. You don't need to purchase the entire thing. A lot of the subscription services out there want you to pay large amounts of money, get you on board, and then you can take pieces of their database. Where if you access my database, just contact me and let me know what you're looking for, and it can be really simple and obviously really fast. So perfect for raising capital in real estate, startups, and private equity deals within the Hong Kong market. The key database fields include contact names, titles, investor type, location, geographic preference, website, email, sector specialization, investment strategy, and fund descriptions. So the top fund strategies in the database. This includes the top 3 strategies that leading demand areas. 1, venture capital, high growth potential in seed, early stage, and growth funding. So if you're a startup and you're looking to raise capital in those particular sectors, you get a direct line to the funds that have raised that. So it makes it very easy for you. 2, private equity and buyout, strong appetite for established businesses and leveraged deals. Thirdly, real estate. That's a real big one. Stable asset-backed opportunities across global and regional markets. What does this mean to you if you're a real estate developer, someone looking to raise capital? Well, you're going to be able to directly contact funds that have already raised it. It's a lot simpler than going and doing the asking questions about, hey, are you raising capital? Are you looking to do X and Y? This database provides you the facts of what's actually in play. The rest is diversified alternatives. For example, you could be looking at infrastructure, direct lending, private credit, special situations, secondaries, fund of funds, co-investment, natural resources and energy, or hybrid and multi-strategy funds. So why are we targeting funds only from 2022 to 2024? Well, this database is huge, and again, you're going to see it coming up shortly. The development cycle, most venture capital and private equity funds begin deploying capital 6 to 12 months post-close, meaning funds raised in 2022 to 23 are actively investing in 2024 to 2026. So we're sitting here in the middle of 2025, right in the perfect deployment zone. Also, dry powder availability. With a typical 10-year funds, 4 to 5 year investment period, capital will remain available until 2027 and beyond. Perfect. Even if you're not ready, this still is going to have a shelf life that's going to pass you on to when you're ready. The active window, 2025 to 2028, is prime time for outreach, as many of these funds are still allocating to new deals. Now's the perfect time to actually, without asking about the or promoting your project, is start to make those connections now, because you are going to have till 2028 to approach them with your opportunity if you're not quite ready yet. So that's why this database is perfect. You shouldn't be trying to approach firms for capital when you need it. You should be doing it well beforehand to make those soft introductions. Now, regional nuance could change things a little bit for some firms. Middle East funds, especially family offices and sovereign-linked investors, often operate on more flexible timelines compared to traditional Western GP/LP structures. So this makes the 2022 to 2024 cohort of funds the strongest targets for founders and groups seeking capital today. So let's take a look at the database. Very quickly, a key database disclosure. Now, my extensive database library provides hundreds of thousands of global contacts, typically including profiles, emails, and websites, though not all details are complete. So, primarily compiled and updated from 2021 to 2025, with most updates in the last 2 years. This corporate resource may include contacts whose roles have since changed. It's designed as an excellent starting point for outreach. It's best leveraged and continually refined by organizations with dedicated data teams. Clearly, this is not a database that you're going to spam, right? This is a database that you're going to use to drill down to the best targets who are ready to deploy capital in your sector. This database comprises a blend of individuals and companies, each with distinct investment criteria and operating conditions. So there's no guarantee your approach will be favorably received. Note, this database is available to corporate or institutional grade groups only, no personal sales. Okay, first we're going to look at the master database so you can understand how I take that large database and create the smaller databases that could be segmented by country or sector. Now, we're going to start off with the fund database that has 99,000 funds. Now, keep in mind, this is a database that also includes some historical funds that go all the way back to 2017. But as mentioned earlier, we're going to concentrate on the funds from 2022 to 2024. So we're on the top here, we have the name of the fund, we have the background, so you're going to get information of the fund that's going to give you a little bit of an idea. For example, just a random click, O1 Ventures, an early stage fund, and the fund makes investments in deep tech companies across Europe. So you're going to get that bit of information from the background. You're going to get the inception date, the asset class, so you could see it could be venture capital, it could be real estate, it could be private debt, strategy, what they could be looking at within that asset class. It could be early stage, it could be real estate core, for example, it could be growth, venture capital, whatever they should happen to be listing as their main strategy. Primary region, this is a global database, so of course you're going to have large areas that are going to be included. You're going to also know the status. Is it a closed? Are they raising? Is it first close, second close? You're going to get the fund size. You're going to get the fund manager, which is quite important because that's the main key contact that you're going to be making. You're going to look at the fund structure, the core industry. For example, you might have a group that's looking at energy and utilities, and then they could be looking at clean technology. So you're going to see some entries there that let you drill down a little further, especially when it comes to areas like real estate. You're looking at the data that was added, the legal structure in the region. So again, on the global database, you're going to get city, country. You're also going to get the website, email, telephone number, and you're going to get more information regarding some of the key targets within the fund. So that's the master database that we use for creating all the smaller databases. Now let's go to the contacts within the master database. So you can see here in the bottom left-hand corner, 412,000 contacts. Now this includes other contacts that are outside of just the funds. So they don't come just from the fund universe. They come from real estate, they come from family offices, they come from infrastructure firms, private equity firms, you name it. So you're getting the name of the fund manager, the firm, you're getting the first and last name, you're getting the title, and you're also getting the asset class that they're responsible for. Now there could be 3 or 4 different investment contacts within one fund. For example, here you've got 4 or 5 of them. Some handle private equity, some handle venture capital, some handle private debt. So it really depends, and you're able to do a little bit of targeting for that. Now, this is 412,000 contacts, but it has around 277,000 emails. So what are you going to do if you don't have their email? That's quite simple. You just go to the name, copy it and paste it into LinkedIn, and you're going to usually find them there, and then you can make direct contacts. So you're going to get an opportunity to reach out to people on email, through the website, and also through LinkedIn if you want. So that's the contacts, and that covers the master database of where we start off with. Okay, now we're over on the Hong Kong part of the spreadsheet, and you can see I've filtered this from the larger database that you just saw. So you've got 198 funds that were raised between 2022 and 2024. You've got the name of the fund, the background, inception date, asset class, so it could be private equity, could be venture capital, could be real estate, could be multi-sector. You've got the status, so there again it could be raising, announced, closed, first close, etc., etc. You've got the fund manager, which is going to be the key contact that I'm providing. Then you've got the core industries, the industry verticals, the date added, fund legal structure, and then as we come across here, so you're going to get information on the website and the contact details. Now the contact details on this part are going to be info at and general admin email addresses. Now what you're going to do now is you're going to be able to go over to the contacts part. So these are the contacts. You can see there's around 7,200 and there's around 5,600 emails that are attributed to these. Now these are the key contacts that you're going to be able to reach out to, depending on what fund manager and what other type of contact you want to reach out to pertaining to your sector. This could be private equity, again, it could be real estate, could be whatever sector you're looking at. Now, we have the fund manager, we've got the type, the title, we've got the first and last name and their titles. Got the asset class, and you're going to see multiple contacts for some fund managers. So therefore, let's say you're looking at private debt, for example, where you might want to contact this person and this person. If you've got private equity or venture capital, then you might want to make another contact. This also is going to allow you to reach out to other people in the firm if that person is not the person that you want to or you need to go after. It's really important to know that these databases are not for spamming, they're for deep research. For example, the whole idea is that you would take a database like this and find 50, 75, 100 contacts that you can drill down and actively communicate regarding your opportunity. Now, if you don't have their email, again, it's really simple. Just take their name, put it into LinkedIn, and you're going to be able to reach out to them in that regard. So this is the perfect type of database for you to use if you're raising capital in 2025 and beyond. For more information on my databases and fundraising services, click my Fiverr link below. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.